Happy birthday, Taehyung!
Taehyung.
Tay.
Tay. All acceptable answers.
This is how we avoid the bias arguments.
Yeah.
Well, mine is Tay, so...
I will happily accept any version.
Any version.
Any
Any
version.
version's
You
good.
don't even need a name.
No wrong options.
Yes.
Everybody knows who he is.
It's true.
Yes.
In fact, everyone knows who he is so much. He's so famous, he needs like 3 or 4 names.
Yeah.
Now it makes me want to make up like my own little pet name for him.
He doesn't need another one.
No, but one that no one else calls him. It's just ours.
Oh, gosh.
Mine.
Be like, to me, just smooth jazz is just like embodies him. I feel like that would.
So I think of cute fluffiness.
We both love very different parts of him.
I like the clumsy weirdo that he is, like in the soup and stuff. That he's.
I'm a sucker for Tata Mike face. It's my
Movie,
weakness.
movie looking.
Oh, movie looking.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tay's birthday.
Yeah.
Woo! We started a bit with our favourite things about Tay.
Mm.
Tata Mike face, the voice, the
Chewing.
The man that basically, by complete unprofessional, but yet every professional Gucci model in the world cries because it's like, this man does my job better than me.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
The hands in the pockets.
And it's just, he just looks like a model. You know what I mean? You're like, okay.
And so, like you always say, beautifully weird.
Yes. It's eccentric. When he first got there, RM was like, is this an act? Are you doing this for attention? And then they were like, no, he's just our... And that's why they call him our little alien. He's just our little weirdo.
I know that we obviously haven't watched In the Soup yet, but that idea of like fly on the wall, you could just watch him all day and never get bored.
Yeah, he's very funny.
I have seen just one of the best clips, and it's him on a boat and he's singing just at the top of his voice this like trot song to RM, and RM's just painting and he's like, this is pretty normal.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And even standing on a quite wobbly boat, he sounds just insanely good.
Yeah.
And the commitment, I've made you sing like a line or two, and if you weren't paying me too much attention, I'd go, no,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Oh, that's why I'm the opposite to you. If you're not paying me attention, I will get louder. We're going to do Winter Bear, highly requested. Now, he wrote this, didn't he?
Yes. So...
Because I have to say, I have high expectations because it's been requested so much, and because, like, Blue and Grey, the lyrics to Blue and Grey, it's so gorgeous. And you can just connect to it so easily.
Yeah.
So, it makes me kind of go, oh.
So... It's really nice choice to do Winter, and again we've been saving it because you know, it's like you already know it. They don't. When is the right time for Winter Bear? But it's really nice to do it on his birthday because you're right. He directed the video. He basically did a lot of the cinematography and the filming within the video, and V loves photography. Part of him being this weird little alien, lovely, eccentric person is he does look at things a little bit differently than other people. He sees art and beauty and things that you wouldn't normally see, and that somebody else would just look over as normal. So he gets to put that in the video, which I think is really nice. And then he wrote it with RM's help, and it's a full English song. Now there is a version of the MV that a fan has taken and re-uploaded the original MV, but they've put the subtitles on the bottom, and that's really nice. I think that's really, really handy because his singing in his English is gorgeous, but it's got his beautiful accent on it as well. So to be able to have the subtitles just so that you can fully understand the meaning of what he is singing, and you get that even with songs that are in our first language. Sometimes you can mishear lyrics, or do you know what I mean? Especially if you're singing along.
Erin always mishears it. She sings her own versions.
Yeah. I just everything. I need subtitles.
Yeah, I'll make that.
We said this when we watched Christmas Tree.
Yeah.
Like, quite a portion of that was in English, but
it just helps.
It's
doesn't
helpful
it?
one anyway because you want it helps take it in. But oh god, his accent, I wouldn't. We said we would never want it to.
No,
to change.
it's like you don't want their English to get too.
You don't want it perfect.
Yeah, because it's lovely to hear their accent on it.
Makes it exotic.
It gives it,
and it's them, you know.
It's something heartwarming in it for me. I know that it's still them, and I want to feel like
I'll
it's
be
them.
honest, Jay Hope says heart, it disappoints me. No,
Hutter.
Yeah.
I just need that.
Yeah.
It's like, don't get too good at English, guys, because we love your accent. Yeah, so this song can be, there's a couple of interpretations of this song, which is so nice because, again, any music is art, and so it can be open to interpretation, which is really, really nice. There's been 2 theories out there about what this is written about. One is that it was inspired about, I can't remember if it's a story or a film or something that was about a love interest or a possible fiance or wanting to propose or something. And then there's the other one, which is the first story that I got, and that's how I identify with it. I can tell you, Lucy, the story, and then obviously you can see what it is for you and how you interpret it, because it's open to interpretation. But most people believe that he wrote this for his grandmother. So when he was little, he was raised predominantly by his grandmother. His whole family is very close with them, and he was raised by his grandparents. And they used to call him Baby Bear. And all of his family members were called a bear. And his grandma died in 2016, near the end of the year. I think it was like September. And she never got to see them win their big award, their day song. So they got their first day song at the end of 2016. And his grandmother meant a lot to him. So this is a song, people believe, about his grandmother, Winter Bear, who is basically in hibernation, and he hopes that she's sleeping peacefully.
Well, I believe she knows. She saw it.
Yes, yeah, I hope so. Just so. And I have never watched this song or MV and not cried.
Oh, okay. Well, you mean you'd never watched it?
No, I've never watched it successfully and not cried.
You've already got me crying already.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
So
luckily, I'm usually emotionless, and I'll keep it together. People,
you'll be the strong
I've got this.
Oh, I'm already starting to sniff.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just
prepare.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because for anyone that knows me, my grandmother who passed away was my most favourite person in the world. So when I see this and I think that that's what he wrote it for, it just hits harder, and you're like, oh god.
I mean, when it's a song that you can really know that feeling.
Yeah.
Well, that's what worries me, because my nan brought me up, so.
Yeah, exactly. So it hits hard. And again, the MV, although you know that he made it, he directed it, he chose what footage went in, but he's in a lot of the footage because it's from he's gathered up lots of bits of raw footage just from when they were doing their world tour and different places and whatnot. So he's in some of it, and some of it are the shots that he shot and things like that, but he's in some of it just doing different bits and pieces. And for me, I think of this MV is from the POV of his grandmother watching him, and that's I can't see it any other way. So that's why it's really sweet, because he's in it and he's having a really nice time, and he's doing little bits and pieces, and he's being his little quirky self, and I'm just like, this is what your grandma sees. And that's it. But like I said, other people have said that if you didn't know a deeper story, you could take it as like it's a really nice wishful thinking that your love interest and someone that is very dear to you is sleeping peacefully and things like that. Just in general, like a little. This song is almost, it's basically like a lullaby. It's the best way I can describe it. It is. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a normal pop song or anything. It's like a lullaby. So it's very sweet. But yeah, take of it what you will and see what it is for you. It's not very complicated, but saying that, as in he's written and produced a song that's not in his native language. That's amazing. But I love the fact that it's so simple, because you don't need a lot to say what he wants to say, and his vocal in it is beautiful. So if at any point I start crying, just ignore me.
Well, and do you know what? Not all feelings are complicated.
No.
And also, if you're...
But it's not even like sad. It's like it's beautiful, but it is so sad.
You don't... I always say this all the time. Sometimes I don't want songs that are taking me here, there and everywhere. Sometimes I just want a song to sit with me.
Yeah. Just that surface.
Not even surface, just to be there with me. And if this is what it sounds like, the type of thing it's song and the feelings it's going to convey, you do just want like a little hug.
you come flooding me. I want some good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Looks like a winter weather. Your sleeves are April-y. I wish you good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Imagine your face, say hello to me. Turn all the bad days, they're nothing to me with you. Winter bear. Sleep like a winter
It's very gentle.
sleep like a winter
He is very handsome.
Yeah. There's a vulnerability about it in the fact that he's got bare face and it's so casual. Wow. Feels so short. As well, it was really short.
It is really short. It's just a little quick one, but it's really cute because I think it's a nice choice to have for his birthday because, like I said, he wrote it, he directed it, he made
Yeah, it's
that,
very
so
personal
very
to
personal.
him.
Yeah. So it's very
Is
sweet.
the produced track longer, or is it?
No,
that
no,
late?
it's just that one. I think it's the only version.
Yeah, he could have held it together because I felt like if there'd been any more, I might have just like.
No, I made it to his
Indulged.
crescendo. He thought they're doing that with it. So
But that also kind of makes it even more like a lullaby.
yeah,
Something
that's
small you would sing.
where I can describe it. Yeah.
You could have that on repeat and not.
Mm. And I think I can't remember if it's at the beginning or if it's the thumbnail, but there's a thumbnail of little bit of paper that says Winter Bear, and they're these two little bears, little ornaments or little models of bears that are on the paper, and they were actually gifts from Jimin in what was it for? Was it a Secret Santa, or was it their summer? They were doing something, and Jimin gave him these two little statues of these bears because Jimin knew that he'd been working on Winter Bear and that he was going to be filming the MV soon, and so that he could use them in the video somehow. And so he does, like on the thumbnail, it's these little models of bears, and it's like, oh, Jimin gave him those. So it's like a little inside thing that if you know where those bears came from. And it was like him supporting his best friend of like this very personal song.
Gift for someone who could buy themselves anything they want. Something so personal.
Yeah.
That would, yeah.
And to acknowledge what he'd been working on, and really sweet.
Love his accent.
Mm.
Love it. I feel like out of all of them, whenever they do anything in English and we talk about their accent, for me, his is my favourite. His comes through the strongest. Maybe just because of the tone of his voice.
Yeah.
When you hear it, instead of like bear, it's like bear. I don't know. I can't do it, but
He's
it's something in it.
He's got almost like a deep curling of his vowels, rounding out of his vowels. It's really nice.
Like if you were to move through syrup, is how the accent and his voice sounds. It just has a slow
Yeah.
But the
It's to
deepness of
pull-
coffee.
Yeah, like it has to like pull the world apart.
Mm.
Yeah. I just find I hear it most in his voice, and I love it.
But yeah, what was it? Like I said, for me personally, I know it's open to interpretation, but I do very much take that as from his for his grandmother. And like I said, for me, the video as well, it just hit me one time when I was watching it. I was like, I feel like this is her watching him, because you know when he's eating the waffle and he's enjoying. And again, like you said, it's not like he's in makeup. It's like it's almost like a fly on the wall, just watching him, but very, very warmly watching him. And I was just like, this is like your grandmother watching you. So I can't see it any other way. What was it for you guys?
I feel like the MV also had a bit of a message of I'm continuing enjoying life. Even that, but the tones were obviously like grey tones, so it's almost like I have that sadness with me, but I'm continuing with life. I'm making
Very much.
good memories.
Yeah.
You know,
You will
what you would
find
want, what you would
beauty
want
again.
someone to do once you're gone.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's like her watching him, being like,
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
It's like,
that
yes,
you're
I want you
happy.
to feel my loss,
Yeah.
obviously, but I want you to go and do things, enjoy your life.
Yeah.
He said one of the lyrics was like, just to hear you stop something, like you to say hello would just like make I swear I got myself really upset, like make it okay. And like there are just days where, you know, hearing from like that one person that it would just fix things. And the thing about grief is you forget sometimes that they're not there, and you do still expect to hear those little bits from them. And in them be like people like walking backwards a lot, and there are so many times where I think you wish you could just travel backwards just to get like one more hello or something like that. And I think it's then very poignant at the end where he then keeps walking forward, because as much as you want to, you have to keep going for them. Oh, I always do this. I make things so much worse for myself. Sorry, I'm even making you.
I also think the fact that in the MV it's all like you say, those private shots of just him doing his own thing, and that he's taking photos. It is making memories to keep. We take photos and videos to show people, to share, and to keep that memory for ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing all through it.
But I like the fact that the video for me is like that point of view where he's taking a picture of something else and someone's watching him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
You're
I'm still with you. I still see you.
You're never really alone, is my thinking.
Oh, see, this I was another reason. I was like, no. I was like, Winterbeck can wait. Winterbeck can wait.
Yeah.
For a day when we fuck up our makeup. I also think that that's a testament to him, and that little short lullaby that he's written, that it's so powerful that every time I watch it, it still hits. It hasn't worn off on me ever. And not that I purposefully don't watch that very often, because I don't want that meaning to dilute.
Yeah.
But I think that that's a compliment to him, and the amount of feeling I get from it every time I watch it, it's a real compliment to what he made. So,
And when you think about just very simple lyrics, but just the term about hibernating, it's that idea that I don't want to set you off again, but they're not gone, they're just waiting.
that's the point.
You know.
That's the point. His grandma, and as I said, they used to call him Baby Bear. So that's his grandma is at the moment, she's a winter bear. She's just sleeping. That's it.
We have chocolate and caramel cake. Do you reckon Tay could get that in his mouth in one bite? I reckon he'd try.
I reckon he would try.
I feel like you approach it from above.
I think that, you were just saying almost like his voice being so deep and like caramelly and syrupy. It's like this is chocolate.
Yeah.
This is like a little cake representation of V.
Then maybe I should keep the whole thing. So we can eat our cake whilst we bring the mood back up with Taehyung being in a whole mood for 8 minutes. That better be a good mood.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is.
And we'll link the video below.
It's massive.
Cookie status.
What lyric from one of your songs means the most to you? 다 주옥 같아서 그러니까 나나나나나.
If you watch our Latin manifesto film, it's massive. Yeah.
It's because he's so deadpan.
He'd do well here.
Yeah.
이게 양면대비예요? 네, 아니 양면대 아니에요. 네, 아니 양면대 아니에요. 손으로 되게 잘 치지. 나 얼마 전에 좀 데뷔할까 생각해. 그러겠지? 아 지금 도둑놈들이 3명인지 2명인지 모르겠어.
제요. 말을 좀 찾았어.
둘, 셋.
안 찾았어.
좀 못되는 것 같다. 한 번만 더. 하나, 둘, 셋.
왜 못 찾아요?
그래. 하여튼 그런 소스 올린 사람이 굉장히 잘했다고 생각을 해요. 근데 이제 그게 있어요. 네, 여기까지 할게. 엄마 구워줘. 어? 엄마 구워줘. 아, 생선을 네 구워줘.
No.
아, 됐어. 생지도 있고 생쥐? 생지. 생지? 그 눈을 떠 지금이야 남준이 여기로 와 대답을 해줘 더 늦어지면 안돼.
If 2 plus 2 is 4.
He's like, fuck that man being able to sing beautifully at any moment.
That's like the thing on the boat though.
문호 카드.
Oh. I've seen this so many times.
펠탐 마이크 진짜 보여주죠?
He's so sneaky as well.
You can't say
Whenever he
no
tries
to that
cheat,
face, can you?
약간 근데 독창성이 없다 나는. 맨날 말했잖아. 독창성. 보이죠? 평가해 주시죠. 두 번째 그림입니다. 수고했습니다. 열심히 해라. 정부의 방법을 주셨습니다.
누구가 해야죠? 아니요. 뭐야?
Oh, we watched this.
Trevor is coming with Alien. Trevor is coming with Alien. Trevor is coming with 어때? 내가 우리 집 에어컨에 있는 거 다 떼어갈게. 기다려. 좀만 기다려. 좀만 기다려. 빨리 와라.
he looks good with that long hair.
조용히 보고 싶다니. 오빠 배경음악 모기 소리 같아요.
Oh, this one.
You've ruined it for him.
Never gonna be able to hear it the
Yeah.
same way ever again.
Oh.
태영아 방구 소리 같기도 해. 그렇게 얘기하니까 나는 왜 그런 쪽으로 바뀌었지? 네, V앱 구독자 여러분 안녕하세요.
I watched this live. It was a mess.
보라보라 이보라라고 하는
This is what they do though. They ask them to do V lives, but have no context, so they just give them free reign, and it's
Plus, it was the Matinés, unsupervised.
always a mess. It's brilliant.
지민 씨 한번 보십시오. 지민아. 제일 좋아. 지민아. 나는 네가 제일 좋아.
So cute.
가봤는데 고민하는데? 네? 굉장히 영화입니다. 끝사랑 얘기해주세요.
Listen, boy.
Oh, oh,
This is a V
oh, God.
for my name, V. Or it also means peace, or even better, if you add a finger, pizza. 한 3천만 번을 제가 생각하고 있어요. 쉽지 않죠? 그냥 안 하던 사람이 하니까 진짜 그래서 어제 정말 실패하고 일상이다. 진짜 제 롤모델입니다. His video is nice.
Yeah, it is very, very nice. So really great.
Who video is nice?
No, bad boy. Oh, bad boy. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a bad boy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a bad boy.
They are the sorts of videos you just want them to carry on forever, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just keep going and going.
You could sit and just watch him in an empty room on his own.
Oh, he's
So funny.
Actually, he does. That's a testament to him. It also fits with like the video that he directed for Winter Bear. Could you see like some of the leaf landed on his arm, and he looked at it and he was like, oh, most people would just be like, oh, get off, but he was like, this is so pretty. And it's just like
So she'd be like, it would be like, get off. I freak out when things like happen because I think it's a bug or something. I was like, ah!
yeah.
I'd be with Joe Hope
There you go. Yeah.
doing that.
But he is like that, like with all the artistic stuff, and he supports people to be like, be original, go, like, you know,
Yeah.
push your boundaries, give it a go, and he's very like that. And even with his clothes, I've never seen like a young man do like the only thing I could describe as like grandpa chic,
Grandpa
as well
chic,
as he
yeah.
does, like
Yeah.
Gucci grandpa chic. But even on his V Lives, he's bought things just like a denim jacket, and he's bought spray paint, and he's done like art on the back of a denim jacket that he wants to wear because he loves like Vincent van Gogh and things like that. So
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna turn this normal piece of clothing into art. And so he just does like quirky little stuff like that, and I just think that's so cool that
Yeah.
he's so brave with his like artistic, you know, trying stuff.
But to
That
be
no one else will
fair,
have it that way.
It doesn't mean it's one of a kind.
when
so,
you look like he does, you could mess up that jacket
Yeah.
and you would still look amazing in it.
yeah, it's true.
You know, when
That's
we
right.
watch our true crime documentaries and things, and they always talk about people who light up a room, and they always say it, and you go, yep, everybody says that, so-and-so lights up a room.
Yeah,
I would say it definitely applies to B, though.
it kind of does.
Because you're drawn, your eye's drawn to him, not just because of how handsome he is, but he's just got that charisma.
There's something.
he does
you're
have a
looking
light.
for.
He
Yeah.
does it. Yeah, that's very cute. I love how he's photobombing J Hope. That's like he's so naughty.
Mischievous.
He is
Yeah.
like he cheats on so many of the episodes.
I love it.
Like he'll
I
be like, look over there, boom, yay, I won, and you're like, you blatantly just cheated.
But I
Like,
can
he's so
see
cheeky.
them letting him get away with it.
Yeah, they do.
Probably more so than, even though JK's the matinee, I can see them letting V get away with more.
Yeah,
Because he's got that young, cute energy, whereas JK, I don't know, maybe because he's quite muscular and all of that.
JK likes to win honestly because JK is naturally competitive, so he wants to win genuinely because he knows that he wouldn't have done it any other way. But with V, he don't give a shit. He's like, I just want to win.
That's exactly me.
And they literally do.
Exactly me.
From when they first started doing Run and they started doing games and whatnot, they get onto him and they're like, no, show us your fingers, whatever. Like, show us what's behind your back. Like, so they do get onto it very quickly. Yeah. They don't let him get away with it all the time, but sometimes they do.
So happy birthday, Tay Tay. Have a great day, have lots of cake, and I hope you have fun with the others and with family and
with Tanny.
Yeah. And if you want with us, we're here.
Yeah. Always an option.
You love London. We're in London, right?
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy.